Next up at UFC
Carry.
Sacramento, we have Shamil Gaziev
Damn
taking
it.
on Kennedy Nzechukwu. Shamil Gaziev, 14-3 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is riding that 2-fight knockout skid, taking on Kennedy Nzechukwu, 14-6 in his career, 2-1 in his last 5. Coming up that draw with Marcus Buchecha. Shamil Gaziev is a giant Dagestani. You see the beard, you don't see a mustache, you assume he wrestles. He's not really a wrestler. He can, that's not really his thing. He's a striker. He's faster than he looks. There is some technique in there, but he has been getting knocked out of his.
Are you saying that Kennedy's fucking Dagestani too? Which one's more Dagestani right now? I don't know.
Well, they're also bald, and he's bald, so.
Islam has hair.
It's shaved super low, so that counts. Because you could tell Shamil actually might have
hair.
Shamil might have a decent hairline.
Umar has hair. Usman has hair.
They don't gel it. It's just it's a shaved head. Anyway, Shamil Gaziev does have some decent power if he gets going and he lands clean. He has wrestling, but the cardio inconsistent, can't be relied on, and he was just knocked out twice. This last one by Brando Pericic, taking on Kennedy Nzechukwu. Long, powerful guy, solid takedown defense. He's a little bit gun shy. He waits to throw, and when he finds the spots, then he lets his hands go, but he waits, and sometimes he waits a little bit too long. He made the move up to heavyweight about 2 years ago, and while it hasn't completely reinvented his career, he has had some quality wins at this weight class. He is coming off that draw with Marcus Buchecha, where he won 2 of the 3 rounds, and then there was a point taken away because of an eye poke. And we've had a bunch of, fighters that choose to fight that they don't have to. Shamil is now one of them, but others are Islam Dulatov, Alan Jobain, Luke Rockhold, Carlos Hulberg. All of these are fighters that had a completely different career in modeling, in magazines and television, underwear ads, and they chose to fight for the love of the game. And now Shamil Gaziev is choosing to fight for the love of the game because he could be making a lot more money scaring children in a haunted house. And we have a situation here where I do think Shamil Gaziev is a decent fighter. But I also think his recent 2-fight knockout skid, the fact that he's kind of reached the peak of what he can do, and Kennedy Nzechukwu, while he does wait a bit too long, he doesn't really let his hands go. Kennedy Nzechukwu is big, he hits hard, and he's like the comeback kid. He has multiple fights he was losing and then was able to pull it off. I think Kennedy Nzechukwu wins this fight because I don't think Shamil is going to hit hard enough for it to be a problem for Kennedy. And I do think Kennedy has decent enough takedown defense to not worry about if that happens. And all I need is Kennedy to actually throw hands. And if he throws hands, he should win this fight. So Kennedy's going to be the pick. I don't know if I can bet on that, but Kennedy is the pick. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I just don't know if the Shamil, if he comes in and lands the right hand on Kennedy, it knocks him out. It kind of is what it is. I'm a little bit surprised that people are that reliant on him doing that because, he is a hittable guy. He is all gas, no brakes. His defense is his offense. He's going to stay in your face. You saw that in the last fight versus what's his name? Brando, whatever the fuck his name is. I had the under 1.5 in that. I rewatched that. I cannot believe that did not go under 1.5. These guys are fucking, Shamil was hurt multiple times, even hurt Brando one time. It was a fucking disgusting fight, but it showed that, Shamil can eat a shot. So this is another one. I think this is a 1.5 line that I think I would be probably a little bit careful with, especially a guy that's been knocked out a couple times. You saw even in that fight last time, coming off his first knockout lost, he came in and was trying to wrestle. He came in with a little bit of a wrestling game plan. So if he comes in with this one, that's going to probably extend the fight because Kennedy can be taken down and stuff, but he's good enough and capable enough to not just get completely dominated, which will extend the fight. So, but he is kind of just reliant on that right hand. And I think Kennedy is, as you mentioned, kind of has shown he can kind of go 3 rounds and is kind of just a little bit more polished everywhere. And with that length, even at heavyweight, he's going to be the bigger, longer, rangier guy. I think he can just kind of keep that jab out there, keep Shamil walking into that jab. And then when Shamil's overextending, you saw that Kennedy does have good boxing when he lets his hands go, against Lucas Bresky. That was just a clean fucking left hand, I think, or right hand. I can't remember which one it was. He landed just right on the button. And Shamil has shown that he does get hit a lot at this point. So a little bit surprised that people, I understand the aura that people have with Shamil and stuff like that, but, it feels like I would bet him if he was plus 150, you know, like as a more of a 50-50 play, but betting him as a favorite, it's just like, I don't know. I'd play like early finish and then see how it goes, I guess, but I'm taking Kennedy.
Yeah, listen, I'm on the Kennedy side too. I'm surprised you are. And we have to remember Kennedy
I?
spent.
Oh, yeah, I am.
You
Okay.
just said it out loud with words.
I know, but last week I picked Neil Magny, and then I completely forgot I picked Neil Magny when I was like making my, like circling my picks for whatever. And then he won, and I rewatched our breakdown. I was like, oh my God, I fucking told everybody that this was a perfect fight for Neil Magny. That this fucking son of a bitch has 5 minutes of cardio. Turns out he's got like 4 minutes of cardio.
Amazing. You know
And
what
that's
else is
why
amazing?
you can see my PP at WeWantPicks.com for only $10 a month. If you're looking for analysis like that, that's the analysis I put into the protection parlay. You might say, Jacob, what is that? Is that an ID? No. That's Amanda Hebot autographed picture, because I still believe, just like, you know, people are going to give up on the safety parlay and stuff like that, and who can blame them? It's a fucking loser. It's a fucking dud. But guess what? Just like I believe in my relationship with Amanda Hebos, I want the people to believe in something, and that's why I made the protection parlay. Check out my PP for only $10. You get 4 PPs for only $10.
Yeah, check out Jacob's PP. And real quick, you have to remember Kennedy Nzechukwu just spent a full fight camp training for Marcus Buchecha, one of the greatest heavyweight grapplers of all time. So I think whatever wrestling and takedown defense they had in that camp certainly carries over to this one if the game plan is to wrestle.